West End. West End most commonly refers to West End of London, an area of central London, England. West End Theatre, a popular term for mainstream professional theatre staged in the large theatres of London, England. West End may also refer to Anglia, West End Anglia, West End Pond, West End Anglia House of Assembly constituency, Australia. Furniture West End Heritage Area, a designated heritage precinct in Fremantle, Western Australia. West End, Queensland, an inner city suburb of southern Brisbane. West End, Queensland. Townsville, an old suburb of Townsville. West End, Adelaide, a precinct between the western ends of North Terrace and Hindley Streets in Adelaide city centre. South Australia. West End, Western Australia, a western suburb of Geraldton. Bahamas. West End, Grand Bahama, Canada. West End, Saskatchewan, a resort village. West End, Kamloops, British Columbia. West End, Vancouver, British Columbia. West End, Winnipeg, Manitoba. West End, Halifax, Nova Scotia. The West End, New Westminster, British Columbia. Finland. West End, Espoo, a district near the seashore and the eastern border to Helsinki. Germany. West End, Berlin, a borough of Charlottenburg in Berlin. West End, Frankfurt am Main, a district of Frankfurt am Main, Hesse. New Zealand. West End, a suburb of Palmerston. North West End, a suburb of Timaru. Norway. East End and West End of Oslo, Spain. West End, San Antonio, Ibiza, England. River West End, Derbyshire. West End, the former name of West Hampstead. London. West End, Bedfordshire. West End, Esher, Surrey. West End, Hampshire. West End, a suburb of Morecambe. Lancashire. West End, a suburb of Oswald Thistle, Lancashire. West End, North Somerset. North Somerset. West End, Sheffield. West End, a small village near Hatfield. Hertfordshire. West End, a small village near Hatfield. South Yorkshire. West End, Surrey. West End of Derby. West End of Leicester. West End of London. West End Westminster Ward, a ward in the city of Westminster, Scotland. West End, Dundee, an area of the city of Dundee, Scotland. West End, Edinburgh of Edinburgh, Scotland, forms a large part of the city centre. West End, a district of Glasgow, Wales. West End Caldecott Ward, an electoral ward of Caldecott, Monmouthshire, United States. Listed by state and city. West End, Mobile, Alabama, the westernmost section of the Midtown neighborhood in Mobile. West End, Cobbtown, Alabama, a census-designated place in Callahan County. West End, Atlanta, California, neighborhood of Atlanta, California. West End, district in downtown Santa Ana, California. West End, Hartford, Connecticut. West End, Florida. West End, Atlanta, Georgia, neighborhood listed in the National Register of Historic Places in Atlanta, Georgia. West End Motor Station, Atlanta, Georgia, a passenger rail station located in the West End neighborhood of Atlanta, Georgia. West End, Lexington, Kentucky, an urban neighborhood. West End Street, a main road and industrial neighborhood of Delaware, Detroit. West End, New Orleans, Louisiana Park, entertainment, residential, Marina District on Lake Pontchartrain, New Orleans, Louisiana. West End, Boston, a district of Boston, Massachusetts and New York City. BMT West End line of the New York City subway connecting to Coney Island. West End Avenue, a major north-south road in the west side of Manhattan. West End Bar, a bar serving Columbia University on Broadway and Morningside Heights, Manhattan, New York City. West End, New Rochelle, a neighborhood of New Rochelle, Westchester County, New York. West End Beach, a section of Jones Beach State Park, Long Island, New York. West End, New York. West End, North Carolina. West End, High Point, North Carolina. West End, Cincinnati, a neighborhood in Cincinnati, Ohio. West End, Pittsburgh, a neighborhood that was known as Temperanceville before being annexed by Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. West End, Providence, Rhode Island, a neighborhood in the southwestern part of Providence, Rhode Island. West End, Nashville, Tennessee, an urban neighborhood where Vanderbilt University is located. West End, Houston, a neighborhood in Houston, Texas. West End Historic District, Dallas, Texas, an area of downtown Dallas. West End, Portland, Maine, an urban neighborhood in Portland, Maine. West End, Alexandria, Virginia, an area annexed by Alexandria, Virginia. West End, Richmond, Virginia, a suburban region of Richmond, Virginia. West End, Roanoke, Virginia, an area in central Roanoke, Virginia. West End, Trenton, New Jersey, neighborhood. West End, Monmouth County, New Jersey, neighborhood in Long Branch. West End, Washington, D.C., an area in northwest Washington. West End, West Virginia. West End, Davenport, Iowa. Other uses. Eddie Gordon, born 1959, English music producer known professionally as West End Clark, and nightclub in Chicago, United States. West End Brewery, Hindley Street, 1859-1980, an Adelaide brewer in the colony of South Australia. Its premises in Hindley Street, Adelaide, after the takeover by the South Australian Brewing Company. Different premises in the bottom, after the sale of the Hindley Street building in 1980, were badged by the line company as West End Draft, a beer brewed in South Australia. West End Girls, a song by Pet Shop Boys from their 1985 album Please West End Riot, a 1999 song by The Living End from their debut self-titled album West End Games, a publisher of war games and role-playing games, including Paranoia and Star Wars. West End City Centre, shopping centre in Budapest, Hungary. West End Records, a disco record label from New York, United States. West End Rowing Club, a rowing club based in Auckland, New Zealand. West End Station disambiguation, train stations of the name